your own way of working. I won't really call it downtown. Everybody wants to box people in. I really call it you. I think you have a really distinct way of expressing yourself. So we're rolling anytime.
So the piece I'm doing in the month is called Gandy Dancer.
Say that again?
Gandy Dancer.
Gandy Dancer.
Yeah. And I'm splitting the bill with 2 other companies, Jessica Borrow Dance and Anna Miranda Dance from Miami. But the new work that I'm working on now is a male trio, and it's actually the first time that I've ever done an all-black male cast. And so the work is really rooted in the history of Gandy Dancer, which is they're primarily African-American men that laid the railroad lines for us. And they use song and rhythms to keep themselves in sync and laying tracks and laying hammers and nails and things like that. So I wanted to take the essence of their male bonding and their use of rhythms and unison and translate that into dance. So then I also kind of tap into old school Motown pop culture with like the all men group, the Temptations, that kind of feel that we go into, and the slow jams of love. African Americans, we love our slow jams and our love songs. So I'm really trying to tap into a history and kind of bring that out to the forefront.
The reason I'm asking is that some of the things, how does it, for you, you've done so many things that work in abstraction.
Right.
And that's usually where I see your work going.
Yes.
Usually it's an abstraction. So you do something that's history-based and based in culturally-based. How is that right? We all talk about research, but it goes beyond research.
Right. It's still really abstract-based because I wasn't there. So this is me, it's like secondhand. So I'm reading something that someone else has interviewed someone else on. So I'm translating what I can through the movement. So it's still very much abstract, but it was very interesting to read and even just to find music that I was inspired by that it's not just electronic fatigue and sounds and things like that. Stuff that really moved me, stuff that I remember my parents playing around the house.
See, because when you talk about that time period, those are work songs.
Right, yes.
And rhythms that they kind of kept the cadence, really. And so that they could, and they were, when I listened to those songs, I did a lot of research on them myself. They were really wonderful. But that steady kind of pulse and steady kind of rhythm, when you would hear it in later music.
Yes. Yeah. You do, and with the work I want to really tap into that and focus on that, but then also play within that, and also how we develop the movement as well, playing within the rhythm. Sometimes being right on it, sometimes moving through it, changing the dynamics of the movement, so it's not so not predictable, but it doesn't match up so much all the time, which I think lends itself and works really well.
And you're from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yes, you're Southern, man. So some of this, even in the age of after the Pettus Bridge, because I'm still having looked at the South myself. It's still in the air.
Yeah, it definitely is. And especially in the arts, in Arkansas, the arts themselves don't thrive there. And our biggest inspiration is, the Alameda American Dance Theater. So that's kind of all we see as our staple thing, which is great. I feel like I would like to just show them more there, and because we have a different experience.
Try to ask every young girl artist is why would you want to have a dance company? All the stuff out there, why would you want to do that to yourself?
I know, right? All the debt you can get yourself into. It happened by chance. I presented work once, and they were like, you need a name, what do you call yourself? And so I just kind of made up Project 44 really quickly on the fly, and I got a great response from the work I was presenting, so I slowly started to continue. And we're still project-based, but I feel like I'm presenting something that's true to myself, and it's an artistic vision that I'm putting out there that I can't say that other for a long time I was the guest artist, the partner, which is great. We live to lift up the female dancer, but I feel like as a male performer, I have so much more to offer than just that, and I wanted to create a platform for male performers of any genre to be able to be lyrical and athletic, but also strong and athletic and grounded. So I hope to find a dancer that can really do all that and can present that on stage. And I also like to present strong, because there's a lot of stereotypes about male dancers, whether they're gay or straight or weak, all that's, when you go to the stage, we're all on the same platform, we're really presenting a message, and that, those other things have really nothing to do with us. That's the inadequate type to things.
So within that, where do you see yourself on that path?
It's been a slow but strong path. I presented tons of work outside of New York City, and I would like to really bring that home here and present more here, and hopefully do more programming for young male dancers that are outside of New York City, hopefully to inspire them to know that you can make somewhat of a living as a male performer. It's not just something you do after school because someone forced you to do that. And also, hopefully this fall, I'll be able to take my company to Arkansas, and once again, to reach out to the young men there, and also reach out to people in the African American community to let them know that there are other things out there that you can do besides, this is just my hobby, and quit and go become a secretary. If you really love this, you should try, and I hope to kind of inspire people to do that.
But that's very important. When really the world doesn't stop at the high school.
Right.
And when you go to places that are, I won't say culturally prime, but just that don't have the resources, or haven't seen it. They know if a man is, you've never seen him. You don't know,
right?
So you bring them something that they can treasure, or at least when appetite for it, right?
It's, especially in Arkansas, I don't think, all my life being there, I've never seen an all-male anything really, performance-wise. Maybe in the choral, or the theater, but nothing dance performance-wise, all-male.
When I lived in South Carolina, the one thing that you never competed with, you never did the performances from September to Thanksgiving, because it was football season.
Right.
And you weren't going to have it on. So if you had any guys who were working with you, well, of course, they also had to be on the football team to justify this little dancing. So I'm wondering, how is the culture similar? Is it sports-based and church-based?
It very much is. Growing up in Arkansas, when I started dancing, I was fortunate enough to dance with actually a male instructor, and he was very influential in the Little Rock Public School and starting a young men's dance program. And he pulled in so many athletes, and it taught them so much more about life. I think it gave them a better respect for women, better respect for gay men and the arts. So there's so many things that tapped into. But yeah, there are a lot of people in Arkansas play double duty. They're competing against ballet is big there, because that's the only professional company that has a ballet company in Arkansas. So you compete against that. You have your natural. We want to go out and party and be 21 and have a good life. The football season, basketball is big. So there's a lot for a young man to do, and it takes a lot for you to stay focused and really want to continue in the arts.
So what focused you?
I got my undergrad degree at Millikan University in the BS in biology. With my junior to senior year, I just on the whim auditioned for the 80 summer program and changed my life. I was the biggest guy there. I was heavy set. I was giving the leg and I was twirling. I was doing my best to keep up. But Miss Jefferson, everyone there was so inspirational, and it was magic. The rest was history. Yeah, I was hooked. I went back and I finished, and then I took a little time off, and I was like, I have to figure out how to continue, because at that point, I hadn't had extensive dance training. I did a dance minor here, and I was studying biology and all that stuff. So I decided to go to grad school, and NYU offered me a great package. I came. ever since.
Well, you know, I'm glad we get great to see. And your performance is going to be next, it's going to be March.
March 21st and 22nd.
At?
Manhattan Open Arts Center.
And where is that?
It's on West 60th.
So I'm definitely coming out. And many of you are free to come out and see Gierre and his company, Project 44, and join the two other people that are performing. And keep up with this artist. He's doing a lot of very important things, and we're going to see a lot of